Hey guys, it's Crystal Call here from Virginia, and this is the informed consent discussion. And the one that I found online is from a place called True North Christian Counseling. And this says, this is a professional counseling practice that offers counseling services to individuals while seeking to integrate Christian principles into the process of resolving personal issues. While all of our therapists come from a God-centered understanding of people, each has a unique background and training. There are also a number of different approaches used by our counselors which can be utilized for the problems that you hope to address. We encourage you to discuss with your counselor his or her background and training before you proceed with counseling in order to ensure that you are comfortable and confident with him or her. Most people find therapy very helpful. During the course of therapy, you may experience uncomfortable emotions. Most people remain in therapy until they feel they have a better learned methods of coping with their emotions and difficulties. You are free to discontinue therapy at any time. We will be happy to offer resource and referral assistance. It goes on to talk about confidentiality and that it's an increasingly complex issue. In most situations, we can only release information about your treatment to others if you sign a written authorization form that meets certain legal requirements imposed by HIPAA. However, some situations described below require only that you provide written advance consent. Your signature on this agreement provides consent. And it goes on to talk about the different things that with your consent, that they can give the information to. It may occasionally be helpful to consult with other health or mental health professionals about a case. If a government agency is requesting the information for health oversight activities, they might be required to provide them with information. If the client were to file a complaint or lawsuit against True North, it may be necessary to disclose relevant information about them for their defense. If True North is being compensated for providing treatment to you as a result of you having filed a workers' compensation, they would probably need to give necessary information. In addition, it says they might have to give information to an insurance company. They may also request additional information, and this will be provided as needed. Though all insurance companies claim to keep such information confidential, we have no control over what they do with it once it's in their hands. By signing this agreement, you agree that I can provide requested information to your carrier. So there's that. And then it goes on to talk about court proceedings, and a request is made for information concerning your diagnosis and treatment. Such information is protected by the counselor-patient privilege. We cannot provide any information without either your written authorization or a court order. Then it goes on to talk about how there are 3 additional situations in which the counselors are legally obligated to take actions. Though these are rare and only occur when I believe others are in harm's way as a result of your actions. If this happens, I may have to reveal some information about your treatment. If such situations arises, every effort will be made to disclose it with you before taking any actions, and disclosure will be limited only to what is necessary. And that's if they think that you're involved in some sort of child abuse or child neglect. It's law that they report that. If there's reasonable cause to suspect criminal abuse of an adult, they have to report that. Or if there is a threat of physical violence against a reasonably identifiable third person, or the apparent intent and ability to carry out that threat in the foreseeable future, they have to disclose information in order to take protective action. One of the things I did notice that when I looked at the Virginia Law Standards of Practice website, that says inform clients that you're supposed to inform clients of purposes, goals, techniques, procedures, limitations, potential risks, and benefits of service to be performed. Limitations of confidentiality, they cover that pretty well, and other pertinent information when counseling is initiated. I did notice that they did not really talk about the potential risks. They did say, I mean, other than to say that, going through these emotions and dealing with these problems may make, someone feel uncomfortable in their emotions. And according to the ACA Code of Ethics, it says explanation to clients prior to assessment. Counselors explain the nature and purposes of assessments and the specific use of results by potential recipients. It doesn't really say that they have to go into great detail about the potential risks, but that they should be informed that there are potential risks. So I guess my question would be, should they have to go into greater detail about the potential risks in their informed consent, or is that something that they need to talk about, individually? So, yeah, that's me from Virginia. Good night.